words have meaning in today's society. When you have a subject, board member study request, it's not a study request. I have asked for specifically the contract which was discussed at the Cal meeting relative to Mr. Agnew's medical expenses after 25 years of being retired. All right, that's all. That's all. This is a request. There should be a document, and I requested a document. That's all.
Can I,
All right? Thank you.
Can I respond? The issue with that, Mr. Aliota, is that the volume of requests that you bring forward, I'm the one that ends up when people come to me and say, am I supposed to drop what I'm doing and go do this research because this is what this one person is asking? My response is, I need 5 people from a board to give me that direction because, quite frankly, I'm tired of being in the middle of it. So, yes, you have requested it time and time again in various sentences, demands, daily, weekly, and it keeps coming back around. So for me, that's why it comes forward here. If the rest of the board wants this information, then I'm absolutely going to put it together. But I can't have Mrs. Sitter be your personal collector of all this information because you want it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
May I address? May I have a retort?
So
you are,
it was a statement, it doesn't need.
all right, a statement. Could I make a statement?
Is this discussion regarding this contract?
Yes. Yes. When Mr. Hall states that certain people are working my personal
No,
requests.
this is,
And it has
Mr.
to do
Aliota,
with this.
please. No, a statement was made, and again, I asked, if you have anything in particular to this line item, which you requested, not anybody else. So, if you have some further, great.
Mr. De Placido, all right, so what you're doing right now is you're abridging my freedom of speech in addressing a statement made by the
absolutely not.
superintendent.
I'm asking you to stay on track, and if you have something that goes directly to that, and not refer to Mr. Hall again,
Okay.
in whatever terms you're gonna,
Okay, Mr.
whatever.
De Placido, and why didn't you direct Mr. Hall to stay on track and not veer off and talk about personal assistance?
I stopped Mr. Hall from, let's
But
continue.
you allowed him to go on. You allowed him to go on. Now I'm asking that my freedom of speech, as elected, the taxpayers of Mill Creek Township elected me to be the oversight, and the board to be the oversight. Now, if you can't answer the question, that's fine. All right, we'll take it up some other time. But as far as I'm concerned, right now, all right, the number of requests that I've put in has nothing to do with my responsibility and accountability to the taxpayers and voters of Mill Creek Township. And I close with that. Thank you.
May I say something?
Sure.
And this verbiage, board member study request, that actually comes right from the policy, which is why we use it, Mr. Aliota. And we were all elected by the citizens of Mill Creek, and we do have a duty to ask questions. We also have a duty to ask pertinent and concise questions, and we have to vote on these items so that we can move forward. Amy, please call the vote.
Yes. Okay, now again, we're going to vote on Mr. Aliota's request for contract or retirement agreement for, like it says here, Mr. Agnew. So, all in favor of agreeing to that and Mr. Hall getting the information on the Mr. Agnew contract, please say aye.
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 All opposed?
Aye.
No. Okay, motion carries. And honestly, to avoid further complications, Mr. Aliota, I will not put anything up here unless you write it directly to me. I was thinking that I was doing a what you wanted as part of your request. It's almost verbatim, but you insisted it wasn't verbatim, it was as far as I was concerned. So, before I put anything up here again, and I could, for everybody, not just you obviously, please write me a note with the exact verbiage, and I will do what we need to do for policies.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Paso. And every one of my correspondence is directed to you. So what you can do is copy and paste into the agenda. Thank you.
We're just looking at it.
Exactly.
We're just looking at it.
Exactly what's on the agenda.
So,
Exact, word for word from you,
all
Mr.
right, we're gonna end this, okay. Let's see, any new, okay, we're done with that. Solicitors report, Mr. Senator.
Okay, Solicitor's report, 11.01. The Montessori Regional Charter School is required by the charter school law to provide their annual report for each year on August 1st. So the annual report for 2015 should have been received by the Mill Creek Township School District on August 1st, 2016. Today, this is 15. Oh, I'm sorry, it's August 2015, you're correct. Wait, we're not even to August 2016. I guess I'm desiring to be there.
Mr. Sedgwick, then to correct you,
Just say yes, I am.
Take that from experience.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
So, in any event, they should have provided to us on August 1st, 2015. Here we are, June 27th, 2016, and we finally received it today. It's a violation of the charter school. And why that is so egregious, to be honest with you, is that at the time we renewed their charter school the last time, we made a specific point with Mr. Pearl and the charter school board that they had failed in the past to provide us their annual report on a yearly basis, on a timely basis. And we requested that they reaffirm that they're going to comply with the law going forward. And that was part of the charter. We actually received a letter from them indicating they were going to do that. And here we are, several years later, and they're still not doing it. And so it's a violation of the law. But we are obligated to accept the annual report and note it in the record. We finally did receive the full report today. So at this point, I would ask you to make a motion to accept the Montessori Regional Charter School annual report for the year ending 2015.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion?
Yes. Mr. Senate, did the previous school board report the violation of the Montessori Regional Charter School to the Auditor General or to the school's audit in PDE?
It's our responsibility. The charter is ours. It is our responsibility to monitor the
Can you
charter.
please define ours?
I'm sorry, the Mill Creek Township School District's obligation is to monitor the charter.
Okay, and who has the decision-making authority?
You, as the board member.
It's the board. So my question to you was, did you or the school board last year report the CEO of Montessori to the Auditor General and also to the PDE in school audits?
We don't have to because the jurisdiction is yours, not theirs. It's your responsibility to monitor the charter. We did not submit it to the Auditor General, we did not submit it to PDE because they don't have jurisdiction over the charter. We have jurisdiction over the charter. Therefore, that's why we included it in the charter renewal. And if they continue to fail in regard to that item, it'll be your responsibility to revoke the charter.
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. Because once you start to document that if you sent the CEO a letter stating you are deficient, you are in violation of, and you sent one letter, you followed up in 3 months, you sent another letter by the former president of the school board, you have documentation that you have done your job as a school board. And then you send that to the Auditor General. Because with the Auditor General, they can review that.
They
And
can't
that's a
do
violation.
anything in regard to the charter. All they can do is report it in their audit, which I'm sure they
Yes,
will.
okay.
I'm sure they will, but they can't, the Auditor General has no power to revoke the